Get out and buy the book, The Great Donut Frontier by Mr. Eggman's third period East Middle School Gifted Kids class.
We want you to buy The Great Donut Frontier. There are so many good stories in it, like the jailbreakers. Mimi and the newbie detective Charlie have to save the day. You should buy this book. It will teach you everyday knowledge that you will never ever have to use. So buy our book today. Buy it now.
Have you ever wanted to read a book with an evil bear that has special soup? You can if you buy The Great Donut Frontier, featuring my book called The Bear Soup. It's so good even Chuck Norris loves it. So buy my book now.
Buy The Great Donut Frontier today. We want you to buy it. It is filled with funny stories like the story of why and because. New York Times gave it 5 stars.
You need to buy our book, Mr. Eggman's Period 3 Gifted Kids, because it contains my story, me, Madison Smith, the story them. New York Times gave it 5 stars out of 6 possible stars. So buy our book because it has my story in it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ashlyn, aka Teztob, and I wrote The Great Adventure of a Traveler's Tale. A Traveler's Tale is a book that takes place in a mysterious land where people blame each other for their own mediocrity. A boy named Rendrick tries to flee from being blamed for other people's predicaments, but will he succeed? Buy The Great Donut Frontier today, and find yourself lost in the great adventure of a Traveler's Tale, along with many other epic stories.
You should buy our story, The Great Donut Frontier, because it has many short stories like mine, Why by Mackenzie's Thoughts. 4 kids find a map and decide to try to follow it. What will they find next? Find out in my story, in The Great Donut Frontier.
What would happen if there were no more Coca-Cola and all the polar bears stole it? How far would you go to get it back? Read The Great Donut Frontier and all its fantastic stories, especially The 3 Friends That Could. New York Times gave it 5 stars. Justin Bieber even read it. Buy The Great Donut Frontier now.
Buy the book, The Great Donut Frontier, from Mr. Agamemnon's third period ECS class. This book contains a story Chestnut, which is about an evil chipmunk Fluffy who on his fight for power. Buy it now.
What happens when there's only one fish that 2 polar bears want? Find out by reading The Great Donut Frontier. It has tons of stories that has nothing to do with the title, like my story Icebergs.
Buy now.
Buy the book, The Great Donut Frontier, by Mr. Agamemnon's third period East Middle School ECS class, because it has my story, Hurricane Tom. This book will keep you wondering. It has mystery and betrayal, friendship and hatred. The Great Donut Frontier will soon be gone, and the Grand Pop-Tart plane. Don't miss out.
You should buy our book, The Great Donut Frontier, because it has many amazing stories like mine. The story of Pencil Tip and Sharpie. This story is about 2 pencil sharpeners' friendship and how they embark on a great journey. It got 5 stars by the New York Times. Buy our book now.
This video was made possible by Pirate Life Publishing.